हाय हेलो एवरीवन। मेरा प्यारा बच्चा लोग कैसे हैं आप जल्दी से जल्दी फटाफट बता दे इन द चैट बॉक्स एवरीवन हियर। Hi Preeti, good evening. How was my day? It was so beautiful. I did so much of activities today. So I burned a lot much of calories today. I'm so happy for that. Right? Hi Shraddha, then hi Shinshan, then Preeti, Palak, Jia, Mandira, Miara. Yes, I'm doing super good. Thank you so much for being here and leading this class like a fire, like anything. Right? Good evening, good evening, good evening, Shraddha, Anshul, Doctor. Okay, a big hi to everyone who is present here, मेरा बच्चा लोग. So whoever is seeing me for the very first time, this is Ameer, your physics educator at Unacademy, and a bit of introduction about myself I hope you all can see from the screen, isn't it? Yes. More than this, whatever I want to say about me is like, बच्चा लोग, I'm from Kerala and I'm not so much good with Hindi, लेकिन थोड़ा थोड़ा मुझे आता है, ठीक है? So with whatever Hindi language I know, I'll be speaking a little bit in Hindi, ठीक है? Rest of the communication is going to be in English, right? So yes, let's make the session awesome. Before talking about making the session awesome, you should be knowing what we are going to learn in today's session, right? We are going to continue with the chapter of thermal properties of matter, bachcha log, and in today's session, the topic that we are going to discuss is latent heat, change of state, okay, and we'll also be talking about the conductivity, heat transfer topic, conductivity. We are going to discuss all these three, very important, very fundamental topics which we should be learning. And if a question pop-ups from this particular chapter, there is no chance that the question can't be linked to this particular topic. I hope you understood how much important it is, right? So are you all ready for the session to get started? Are you all ready to learn all these topics from me, mera bachcha log? Hi, good evening, Bhumika. Good evening. Yes, Devika, Sugamana, I'm doing super good. Right? Okay, I know that we all are meeting after a very long time. Okay, don't worry, bachcha log. I'll be giving a quick revision of all the topic that we have discussed till now from this particular chapter. Then only I'll be starting with the new topics. Will that be fine? Okay, so will you all forgive me for taking this much long leave or a long gap? है ना? You'll forgive me, है ना? आप सब लोगों का भैया मैं. ठीक है? Forgive कर ले मुझे. ठीक है? Moving on. Bachcha log, if you don't want to miss any of the live classes from your favorite teachers, be a part of the Telegram channel. The link is given here and also in the description box. Mera bachcha log. Okay. What is Bugs Bounty? It's an amazing program which can help you to get so much of prizes. What you all have to do, go to the description. There you'll find a form. Fill the form. If you're finding any inappropriate content in the videos uploaded by Unacademy, if it is valid, खूब सारा prizes मिल जाएगा आप सब लोगों को. Fine. Okay. Now, is there anyone who haven't heard about the CBSE Mega Combat that is going to happen on 9th of January at 1 p.m.? Those who haven't heard, you must hear it because else you are going to miss lot much of benefits and lot much of prizes. What is it? Right? It's a simple scholarship exam test, and what you're going to achieve from here, lot much of things. First thing is the registration for this Mega Combat test. Matlab, if you want to write this Mega Combat test, it is completely free. But you'll have to remember one thing. What is it? A simple referral code. What it is? Shall I give you that simple referral code which can help you to get this super mega compact test completely for free? It's very simple. It's AMB10. So whenever you make the subscription or registration, just use this referral code of AMB10. You can get to write this mega compact test completely for free. Mera bacha log, it is AMB10. Okay, and what are you gonna get? Is it simply certificates and things just like that? No. For the first rank, gold medal. For the second rank, silver medal. And for the rank 3, bronze medal. And for the other people, what all? Right? iPad, Samsung mobile, JBL headphones, JBL speakers. Oh my goodness. If now I feel like I was a student, I would have definitely written this exam. So don't wait. Come just now, go and register for it. Okay? As soon as possible. Now, for other people, for the first 25 rankers, certificates of merit is given, and I just want to show you the topics for each and every subjects. I hope you all can see. ठीक है, for 11 motion in a plane, loss of motion, work for energy and rotatory motion. We all have learned, है ना? ऐसे ही कर सकता है. Easily we can get it. You just want every one of you to try for it. करेगा, है ना? ठीक है, कर ले. Now, बच्चा लोग, moving on. What I want to ask is, before I explain the features of Plus, I know that many of you already know. I know that some of you will be new here. For them, I'm going to explain this Unacademy Plus subscription features. In the meanwhile, okay, all the students, what you all have to do, just share the class to all your friends and tell them, Bhaiya has already started the class, jaldi se aaja, warna aap miss karega bahut zyada. ठीक है? So, are you all going to do that? Are you all going to do that? Yes, Shraddha, Palak, Jia, King, Shreya. Okay, so jaldi se kar le. In the meanwhile, to the new students, I'll just give a very quick tour of the Plus subscription features. We all are right now learning through YouTube. Okay, nothing more to say. Now, even we are communicating through YouTube and learning this particular chapter through YouTube, right? It's a very good thing. It's an amazing thing. But there are some students who need personal guidance or personal mentoring directly from the educators or let's say teachers. This can happen only once you are a part of the Unacademy Plus subscription platform, because there we have a chat box where you can chat with the teacher and teacher is supposed to give you answer on time. More than that, there is a facility called as in-class calling facility where you can call the teacher on the spot whenever the educator is taking the class. You can clear your doubt and then only you can make the educator to proceed with the class. Which means there won't be any doubt left with you after any class with any of the educator's class you attend. Isn't it a dream of all the students to learn without having any doubt? That is possible once you are a part of the Unacademy Plus subscription. There is more top educators of the country who's having a very good experience will be there to teach you. Okay? They'll be telling you what all MCQs you should be practicing, what all MCQs you should be expecting. Everything they will be there to tell you. You just want to follow them. You're going to ace in all the competitive examination whichever you are dreaming about and end up in the colleges whichever you're dreaming. Okay? Then study material, practice test, live test series will make you super confident mera bacha log and will bring out the best from every one of you. Dekh, if you go for 12-month subscription, it will cost you 1,250 rupees. But do we need to pay that much? No. We have our code, which is our code. It's AMB10 mera bacha log. Are we just going to get 10% of discount this time? No, the offer has extended bacha log till 5th of January. So you can still get 22% of off from the prices which I have already told. 22% off again. Matlab below 1,000 rupees you can get what? Your subscription. Make it happen. Jaldi se kisko wait kar raha hai. Okay, the offer ends on 5th of January. Don't miss it. Fine. Okay, moving on. Regarding the iconic subscription, mera bacha log. In iconic subscription, you'll get all the features of Plus some extra features such as personal mentor. Okay, a person will be assigned to you who will be there to help you with all your academic activities 24/7. He'll be there throughout, all the time he'll be there. Then light out solving classes, weekly reports will be given to you. So for all these amazing features, if you go for 12-month subscription, it will cost you 2,333. My question again, do we need to pay that much? Bilkul se nahi. Why? Because we have our code of AMB10 and we are not just going to get 10% of off. We are going to get 22% of off because it is 2022. We should get 22% of off, and our offer is only for 5th of January. Don't miss it. Okay. One more thing, bachalo. I have launched a new course on thermodynamics and kinetic theory. Starts on 6th of January on the Plus subscription platform. Don't miss it. Right? If you want to learn with me with personal mentoring and guidance directly under me, this is your best chance. Jaldi se come and enroll for the course. Okay, you know what code you have to use while making enrollment. It is AMB10. Okay, I'm expecting every one of you. That's it. Now it's time to get started. Okay, so we have one amazing guest here. Hi, Anurag sir. Okay, so yes. Jaldi se bata, everyone, are you all ready for the session to get started? Are you all ready? Where are you all, bachalo? Just tell me. Sir, Bhaiya, we all are super ready. Just start with the topics. We'll be there with you. Yes, hi Anshiga. Preeti sir, you're looking super today. Arre, wah, you made me blush. Arre, thank you so much. Okay, good evening. Yes, hi. Everyone is ready. Palak. Yes, Shraddha, we have Pianchal. ठीक है. Okay, now let's get started. Bachalo, First, we'll have a very quick review of some of the important topics, okay, that we have learned in our previous classes. Then we will start with the change of state and the latent heat in today's class. Okay. Tell me, what are the two important topics that we were discussing in the past class? Everyone? Yes. Wasn't it about the specific heat capacity? Isn't it specific heat capacity? Yes. Specific heat capacity, right? Okay. Now, if somebody is asking you what is specific heat capacity, right? Not as a definition, according to what you have understood, according to what we have discussed, can you tell me what it is? Okay. Specific heat capacity for a body is what? You take 1 kilogram of that body. You want to increase the temperature by 1 degree Celsius. Don't we have to provide some heat energy for that? Yes, that heat energy has to be provided. We call it by the name of specific heat capacity. Heat energy required for 1 kilogram of mass for a unit change in temperature. Or, how can we say it in a different way? The heat energy per unit mass per unit change in temperature, isn't it? If delta Q represents the heat energy per unit mass per unit change in temperature, we call it as the specific heat capacity, the CHO2S, isn't it? Yes. Now, this is the definition. How the question can come from this particular part. Shall we discuss? Dekh le. I'm not teaching a new topic. Whoever is new here, don't think that I'm teaching specific heat capacity as a new topic. I'm just making a quick revision. Fine. Okay. Now, if we have a body of mass m, and if I want to change the temperature by delta T, not by 1 degree Celsius, by a value of delta T, question, how much heat energy I have to provide? Matlab, question is delta Q. What is the formula for delta Q? Array. Just rearrange from this equation. Delta Q will be equal to, yes, m s delta T. That is equal to m s delta T. Okay. So, by using this formula, we can find out the heat energy that has to be provided to a body of mass m if you want to make a change in temperature of delta T. Yaad hai? Do you all remember this topic that we have discussed in our previous classes? Everyone? Yes, I hope so. We also have discussed one more important topic. What was it? Calorimetry. Calorimetry. What is the word meaning? Measurement of heat. Okay, what we have discussed in this particular chapter or under this particular topic, very simple. If we have a hot body and you are making a physical contact with a cold body, let's say the hot body's initial temperature is TH, the cold body is initially having a temperature of TC. What will happen? Right? The heat energy will be transferred from where to where? From the hot body towards a cold body. Till what time? Okay, till both of them achieves a common temperature of T. Right? The heat energy keep on getting transferred. And we also know one simple relationship related to the heat energy. What was it? Whatever is the heat energy lost by the hot body, if we mark it as delta HH, what is delta H? Okay, the amount of heat energy lost by the hot body will be equal to the amount of heat energy absorbed by the cold body. Why? Because the heat energy that is being lost by the hot body is directly going to the cold body, isn't it? So obviously this equation has to be satisfied, isn't it? Yes. So these were the topics that we have learned till now. So I hope this refreshed your mind. ठीक है? Did this refresh your mind? Jaldi se bata. Right? I just gave you a small revision because we took the classes 1 week before. And I don't want you to forget all these things because this is very important. Okay. Anomalous behavior, heat of water, didn't I explain? If not, at the end of the chapter, I'll obviously explain or give a revision once again. Okay? Okay. So yes. So I hope this gave you a very good revision of the topic, isn't it? Yes, Myara, Devika, Bhumika, Rahul, Preeti, Jia, Sumit. Okay. Okay. Now it's time for the new topic. Everyone, bachalo, every bachalo, write down the new heading. The change of state. The change of state. Jaldi se, okay? Write down very firstly, change of state. Now ask me, what are we going to learn under this particular topic of change of state? State, how many states of matter we have? 3 states, hai na? Solids, liquids and gases. Take an example of ice. I'm having an ice cube in my hand. Okay, let's say I'm keeping it inside a container. You're going to heat the container. What will happen? After some time, you will see that the ice is getting converted into its liquid form, which we call it as water. So here we can see a solid, which is ice, is getting converted into its liquid form, which is water. You keep on heating this water, which is the liquid form. Kya ho jayega after some time? After some time, you can see that this water will be converted into its gaseous state, which we call it as water vapor. Matlab, any matter we have, we can convert from one to the other by giving the heat energy or by absorbing the heat energy, isn't it? What we are going to learn under this topic. Okay, we are going to learn that when a body is making a change of state from solid to liquid, or let's say from liquid to gaseous state, we are going to see what is happening to the heat energy that we provide to the body. First question that we are going to answer. Then, what is happening to the temperature during this point of time? These are the two topics that has to be discussed under this particular change of state. Can we do that? Can we do that, मेरा बच्चा लोग? ठीक है? Okay. Okay. So I hope now you all know the question that we are going to answer under this topic, isn't it? Okay. Starting. देखिए. How am I going to explain this particular topic? Everyone, close your eyes and start imagining you have a beaker, okay, with some ice cubes in it. Let's say these ice cubes are at a temperature of -12 degrees Celsius. Fine? Okay. Now, to this ice cubes, which is inside the container, I'm going to provide some heat energy. Tell me what happens. The temperature of the ice will keep on increasing, isn't it? Now, what I'm going to do is, same thing, I'm going to plot in a graph. Can I do that? Take. Here we have the graph. On the y-axis, I'm plotting the temperature, okay? And on the x-axis, I'm plotting the time. At time 0, what was the temperature? It was -12. Let's say temperature of -12 is somewhere around here. Okay. Now we are providing the heat energy. Time keeps on moving and the temperature keeps on increasing, isn't it? -12 after some time become -11, -10, ऐसे. Matlab the graph is going to be like this. Let's choose another color. How the graph is going to look? ऐसे. The temperature, the temperature after some time will become -11, -10. It keeps on increasing until it is 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so how am I able to get the temperature? Because we have inserted a small thermometer into this container. Obviously, this thermometer will measure the temperature at each point of time. Okay, so tell me, what do we have right now? Now we kept on increasing the temperature and now we have what? We have ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Yes or no? Yes. Are we going to stop providing the heat energy? No. We still keep on providing the heat energy, delta Q. What will happen? Tell me what will happen during this point of time. What can you observe? ये हमारा thermometer है. ठीक है? We can see that this ice, which is a solid form, start getting converted into the liquid form. Okay? But during this point of time, when we started to measure the thermometer was still showing 0 degrees Celsius itself. Time is increasing, but the temperature is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. The temperature is keeping on having the same value until the entire ice at 0 degrees Celsius get itself converted into water at 0 degrees Celsius. What did I say? What was the amazing thing we have seen? We are providing heat energy, right? Ice is getting melted into water. But until the entire ice gets completely melted into water, the thermometer was showing what? 0 degrees Celsius continuously. There was no change in temperature मेरा बच्चा लोग. ठीक है? Okay. Now again we are going to provide the heat energy. What will happen, or what can you observe in the thermometer here? Just like usual. Now if you provide the heat energy, we can see that the temperature keeps on increasing. Matlab, the graph is going to be like this, and a graph keeps on moving like this until which case mera bachcha log? Until it reaches water at 0 degrees Celsius. ऐसे. Until water reaches a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. ठीक है. Now are we gonna stop? No, we are never losers. We keep on doing the same thing, isn't it? Yes, we are again going to provide heat energy. मेरा बच्चा लोग, tell me क्या हो जाएगा? What is gonna happen? Now we are gonna see that this water is gonna get converted into water vapor. Right? During the conversion, again, if you measure the temperature using the thermometer, you will find out that until the entire water get itself converted to water vapor, the 100 degrees Celsius is going to remain as a constant acid. This is how the graph is going to be. Matlab, the point or the part which you want to concentrate is this. During the change of state, we are not experiencing a change in temperature, or during the change of state, even if it's from a solid to liquid or from liquid to gas, the temperature is going to remain as a constant here. We are providing the heat energy and the temperature is not increasing. So what is happening to the heat energy? How many of you want to know? Doesn't India wants to know? Bata de. Doesn't India wants to know? Or at least, mera bacha log, don't you all want to know what is happening to the heat energy we are providing to this water? Jaldi bata. Mandira Singh, obviously, I'll explain to you, don't worry at all. Bhumika, don't you want to know? Yes. Myara, you want to know. And any surroundings? Arey, हम पागल है क्या that we provide heat energy to the surroundings? Okay, we never let that happen. We don't want that energy to be gone somewhere. I say that is not what is happening. Yes, Sumit, Jia, Poonam, Palak, Anushka, Bhumika, everybody wants to know, right? I'm going to explain what is happening to this heat energy we provide. Okay, dekh le. Usually when we provide the heat energy, tell me what happens. Usually when we provide the heat energy, yes, the temperature of the body was increasing. Okay, when we say the temperature of the body, right, how it is stored? Yes, when the temperature increases, particles will start moving with a larger speed, isn't it? Or we can say that the kinetic energy of the particles increases when the temperature of the body is found to be increasing. Matlab, when we provide heat energy and when the temperature is increasing, heat energy is stored inside the body as its kinetic energy. Simple as that. Okay? Yes? Now, let's see what is happening, right? When temperature is not changing, we want to know what is happening to the heat energy we provide, isn't it? Dekh le. Now, we are providing the heat energy. During which time? During the change of state. Matlab, a solid is getting converted into its liquid form. Let's say ice is getting converted into water. We are providing the heat energy. Okay, we know that molecules of the solids are so close to each other, acid, right? When this solid molecules get converted into liquid molecules, what happens? They will be separated, they will be far away, isn't it? Because there is less force of attraction between the molecules. So obviously the molecules are kept or placed far away. When the distance between the molecules increases, do you know which energy is going to increase? Which energy is going to increase when the distance between the particles increases? Jaldi, jaldi, I can't hear. It is potential energy, isn't it? Isn't it potential energy? Yes, now you know, or you can easily tell what happens to the heat energy you provide during the change of state. What is happening? When we provide heat energy during change of state, temperature doesn't increases because whatever heat energy you provide delta Q is getting converted as the potential energy between the molecules. Is converted as the potential energy between the molecules. Very good. Arey Muskan, Shreya, Poonam, Manisha. वाह T2 मामा मिथिलेश अरे बहुत बढ़िया मेरे बच्चे चलो you all started giving the answer already है ना very good you guys are the best very good Anthony Sumit Khushi it gets converted itself into potential energy ठीक है now you understood why there is no increase of temperature during the change of state everyone in the class without any doubt समझ में आ गया जल्दी से in your own words write it down because it is not necessary if you read the NCERT you will get all these concepts very easily jaldi se jaldi kar le you gave answers in your mind mein yaar bahut badhiya theek hai now I think I should invent some machines hai na so that I can read the mind of all the students here in this class nowadays students are saying the answers in the mind Preeti very good okay Poonam Sejal Preeti noted बहुत बढ़िया okay now I hope you all understood what is happening during the change of state no doubts at all ठीक है now that is all about the topic of change of state a two more topic is left we have to learn which is called as latent heat after that we can start doing the MCQs I know that you all are so much excited for MCQs isn't it we're gonna start but a small topic let's say 8 minutes of concepts after that we're gonna start with MCQs ठीक है okay so I'm going to change the page. Okay. Now, let me explain what is this latent heat. Directly, we'll take the case of ice itself. I'm having 1 kilogram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius. We know that when we provide some heat energy to it, right, this will be converted as 1 kilogram of water at the same temperature of 0 degrees Celsius, isn't it? If you provide some heat energy for 1 kilogram of ice, it will be converted to 1 kilogram of water. Yes or no? Yes. Don't we have to provide some heat energy for this process? Yes. And this heat energy, we call it as latent heat of fusion. What do we call it? We call it by the name of latent heat of fusion. Very important. Wow. What is it? Latent heat of fusion is the amount of heat energy required to convert 1 kilogram of a solid into its liquid form. Once again, everyone, once again, say the definition along with me so that you don't have to learn it, okay, afterwards. From the class itself, we'll by heart and go. What is latent heat of fusion once again? It is the amount of heat energy required to convert 1 kilogram of a solid object to its liquid form. Matlab, it is the amount of heat energy per unit mass, isn't it? Yes or no? Let's say we are having delta Q as the symbol for representing the heat energy. Tell me what will be the equation for latent heat of fusion? Yes, it is the heat energy per unit mass, right? Heat energy required for converting 1 kilogram of solid to its liquid form. Heat energy per unit mass, we call it as latent heat of fusion. Very simple matlab very simple. ठीक है? No doubts I suppose. Now, without even me explaining, I think you all can make a guess regarding what? What is latent heat of vaporization? You all tell the answer in your own mind, bachalo. What will be latent heat of vaporization? Jaldi bata. Make a guess by yourself. Jaldi se. What will be this latent heat of vaporization? Do you have any idea? I think you already have an idea. What it could be? Yes, here we are converting solid to liquid in the case of fusion. So in the case of vaporization, we are converting the liquid form to its gaseous form. Okay, so the heat energy per unit mass required here, we call it as latent heat of vaporization. Heat energy per unit mass, we call it as what? The latent heat of vaporization. Done, done, done. Latent heat and latent heat of vaporization is done. Give me 2 more minutes. We'll complete this. Is it clear? ये दोनों clear है ना? No doubts at all. Okay, last topic. देख ले. Last, done, done. Now here we were having 1 kilogram of ice. Now let's say I'm having m kilogram of a solid object. M kilogram, not 1 kilogram, m kilogram. I want to convert this to m kilogram of liquid. Question is, how much amount of heat energy is required? How can we find out? How can we find this out? Open your eyes and look into this equation. How can you find delta Q for that? The amount of heat energy. Just cross multiply or rearrange. Tell me the amount of heat energy required for converting m mass of solid to m kilogram of liquid is how much? M into latent heat of fusion. Okay. Similarly, there m into LB. I'm not explaining separately there. ठीक है? देख ले everyone. देख ले. Okay, everybody have a look at all the formulas, all the concepts. Just try to revise it in your head, I say. Okay, and memorize it, because we're gonna start doing the MCQs or numericals. Jaldi. हो गया? If it is done, let me know. We're gonna start with numericals. Sure, when is Menti तो हो जाएगा. Let us complete some of the concepts. What do you say, Preeti? Right? Let us complete some of the concepts. है ना? उसके बाद we'll start with Menti. Whatever you ask for, we'll start. है ना? Palak. Okay, you're just explaining your friend. So, done. Theory, Anthony is like, sir, theory karwa do. Yes, we're going to do that. Okay, 2 more classes we'll take on this particular chapter, and we'll be done. Only 2 more classes. Yes, Preeti, Anshika. Yes, Bhumika. Yes. We're going to start doing the MCQs. So everyone, take out your notebook and a pen, and those who did that, just raise your hands in the chat box and let me know. I'm going to show you the very first question. Jaldi. Yes, Preeti, ready? Ready, steady? Muskan is like, so start kar de. Poonam, yes. Okay, so jaldi bata. We're gonna start. Have you all taken the short notebook or the book and the pen so that you can start doing the problems? Ready, Anshika, Fani, Mithilesh, Jia. Okay, so here comes the Chotu notebook and pen ready with. Okay, Palak. Okay, so here comes the very first question. I want every one of you to read the question very properly, understand it, okay, and do the problem. It's very important. Very important, matlab very important. This is the basic question. Don't think that this is the level of the question we are going to discuss in this class. Next question is super tough, let's say. Okay. So I know that you'll be having a smile on your faces by thinking, sir, ये कितना simple question है ना? देख ले. If 200 joule of energy is required, what is given? Delta Q is given, right? To melt 80 grams, mass is given, but we have to convert to kilogram, है ना? Okay, and its melting point, what is the latent heat of fusion in 10 raised to 5 joule per kilogram? Formula क्या है latent heat of fusion का? Heat energy per unit mass. Direct question है ना? देख ले, heat energy is 2000, or I'm going to write it as 2 into 10 power 3 divided by, what is the mass given by अच्छा लोग? 80 grams. So that is 80 into 10 power minus 3. Okay, 0 into 10 power minus 3 is 10 power minus 2. Here 10 power minus 2 goes to the numerator. 10 power plus 2 into 10 power 3 is 10 power 5. 2 by 8, what it remains is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is 0.25. Okay, so our answer is 0.25 into 10 power 5 joule per kilogram. So we have to write the answer in 10 power 5 joule per kilogram. So what is its coefficient? That is 0.25 and that is our answer. अरे ठीक हो जा मेरा भाई, ठीक हो जा मेरा बोर्ड, क्या कर रहा है? सो आंसर क्या हमारा? ऑप्शन डी. ठीक है ना? ठीक है ना? खुशी, पलक, मानसी, जिया, ठीक है, श्रेया, सेजल, अरे सब बोल रहे हैं आंसर. वेरी गुड. ओके, अगला क्वेश्चन कर ले. अगला क्वेश्चन कर ले. बहुत सारा न्यूमेरिकल्स है टू बी डन. ओके, सो मच ऑफ कैलकुलेशंस टू बी डन, so much of equations to be written. Okay, but I'm gonna give you time so that you all can do it. You all can do it. jaldi se kar le, go for it. Chalo, in the meanwhile you all can show some love towards Bhaiya na by clicking on the like button. ठीक है, that's a simple way to show some love towards Ameer Bhaiya. Okay, Sejal, you're telling already the answer is option D. अरे वाह, कैसे? लेकिन कैसे? How? So I give 2 minutes. Okay, that's a reasonable time. है ना? Okay. So what I'm going to do, देख ले. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read the question for every one of you. देख ले. Calculate the heat required for what? For converting 3 kilogram of ice at minus 12 degrees Celsius kept in a calorimeter to steam at 100 degrees Celsius at atmospheric pressure. Specific heat capacities of ice, specific heat capacities of water, latent heat of ice and latent heat of steam. Every values are given here, right? You are asked to find out the total amount of heat energy required for this process. कर सकता है? How many of you think that you all can do it? अंशिका, अरे कर दिया आप लोग सब. Option D. Shreya is like option D. Okay, Anshika, John, Palak, श्रेया, मानवी, मानसी, अरे सब बोल रहा है कि ऑप्शन डी. इतना तेजी से कर रहे हैं आप लोग. अरे बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. हमारा करेक्ट ऑप्शन ऑप्शन डी है मेरे बच्चे लोग, which is 9.1 into 10 power 6. Don't you all want to know how we can do this problem? है ना? चाहिए? देख ले. Everyone listen to me here. We'll start from this side. Okay. Now, what do we have? We have an ice. What do we have? We have ice at 3 kilogram at what temperature? At minus 12 degrees Celsius. Isn't this what we have? Yes. We are going to convert this ice, which is at minus 12 degrees Celsius. Okay. अरे क्या कर रहे हैं भाई, जा आप लोग जा. अरे ओके, अरे क्या कर रहे हैं, I'm leaving it. ठीक है. So ice at minus 12 degrees Celsius, we are going to convert not to water, मेरा बच्चा लोग, we are going to convert to steam or water vapor. We have to convert to steam at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, shall we do this? Okay, a series of process has to be done. ठीक है. First, we are converting ice, which is at minus 12 degrees Celsius, to what? To water. Sorry, first we have to convert this to ice at 0 degrees Celsius. मतलब we are increasing the temperature of the ice from minus 12 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. देख ले. Don't we have to provide some heat energy for that particular process? Yes. And how do we calculate the amount of heat energy required for changing the temperature? Formula: mass into specific heat capacity of ice into change in temperature, isn't it? Yes. Tell me, what is the mass of the body? It is 3 kilogram. What is the specific heat capacity of ice? That is 2100. And what is the change in temperature? From minus 12, it is becoming 0. So the change in temperature is 12. You'll get the first amount of heat energy. है ना? ठीक है. Okay, what are we going to do after that? This ice at 0 degrees Celsius, don't we have to convert to water at 0 degrees Celsius? Yes. Don't we have to provide some heat energy for this process? Yes. So what is the formula to find out the amount of heat energy when a solid ice is getting converted to liquid, which is water? Formula: mass into latent heat of fusion. Just now we have discussed, isn't it? Yes. What is the mass? It is 3. What is the latent heat of fusion of ice? That is 3.35 into 10 power 5. Isn't it? Yes. Now we have made water at 0 degrees Celsius. Iske baad we have to convert this water at 0 degrees Celsius to water at 100 degrees Celsius. So for this particular process, don't we have to provide some heat energy? Yes. What is the formula of heat energy to make a change in temperature? Mass, specific heat capacity of water into change in temperature. Mass is 3. What is specific heat capacity of water? How much? 4186 into change in temperature. Array, water was initially at 0. It becomes water at 100. So change in temperature 0 to 100, it's 100. Now we got the heat energy delta Q3. Are we done? अरे बाप रे, ये क्वेश्चन ऐसे नहीं खत्म हो जाएगा. We have one more thing. What is it? We have to convert this water at 100 degrees Celsius to steam at 100 degrees Celsius. मतलब we are making a change of state. Or what is the formula of heat energy when you make a liquid to its gaseous state? It is m into latent heat of vaporization. What is mass? 3. What is the latent heat of vaporization? कहाँ है? Steam का 2.256 into 10 power 6. So these are the series of heat energy that we have to provide for converting an ice at -12 to steam at 100 degrees Celsius. बाप रे, बहुत ज़्यादा करना है ना? बहुत ज़्यादा. If a question is coming up, at least you will be given 5 marks or at least 4 marks तो ऐसे मिल जाएगा. ठीक है? Okay. Question is to find out the total amount of heat energy. What you have to do? You have to add up delta Q1, delta Q2, right? Delta Q3 and delta Q4. अरे बाप रे, बाप रे. ठीक है, इतना ज़्यादा करना है. And once you add it up, okay, I'm leaving the calculation to you, मेरा बच्चा लोग, because you are super awesome, isn't it? Yes. You're going to get a value of 9.1 into 10 power 6 as the final answer. Clear? Clear? Muskan, too long question मुझे भी पता है मुस्कान, बहुत ज़्यादा है ना. But after doing this question, है ना, you won't be having any doubts related to the conversion, related to the heat energy that you provide. Specific heat capacity, when to be used, when should be using latent heat of vaporization. Isn't all those topics clear? Okay, from the bottom of your heart, tell me. Jaldi bata. Clear? Isn't it? Yes. Clear, Muskan, Poonam? Okay, matlab, I already did the calculation there in the chat box. Good. No doubts, है ना प्रीति? Super clear. ठीक है. From the start you answered. अरे बाप रे, very good, very good. Gave first answer, Sejal. Congrats to you, मेरा बच्चा लोग. Okay. Okay. Now, shall I give one question as homework? कर सकता है क्या? One question as homework. Can you all do that? और नहीं करेगा? करेगा या नहीं करेगा? करेगा या नहीं करेगा? जल्दी बता. First class Kishore, welcome to the class. So happy to have you here. Yes, Preeti. GIS. Is clear. There we go, clear. Okay. Okay. Fine. So I'm going to give you one question as the homework. Okay. So this particular question is our homework question. Do you know what you all have to do with this homework question? I want every one of you to find the answer of this particular question and put the answer in our comment box. We do have a comment box, Hannah. I think you all know about it, right? Which means whatever class I take, there is a comment box in YouTube. Okay, so those who don't know, just explore karle, right? You will get to know more about the technology also. So I want every one of you, don't copy from internet, kuch bhi mat kar le, theek hai? Do it by yourself. If you type this in Google, you will get the answer. I also know that, you also know that, but you know that you can't use Google in exams all, hai na? So what you all have to do? कर ले अच्छे से by using your entire heart. Give it some time. Try to do the question by yourself and give the answer in the comment box. Same question I'll be discussing tomorrow also. Don't worry. Don't think that sir is going to skip the question. No, I'll be discussing this tomorrow. I'm going to discuss the same question tomorrow, but I want every one of you to try and give the answer. Right? Karega? Okay. In the comment box, I'll be checking and I'll be revealing the names of those people who give me the answer. Okay? बहुत सारा थालियां मिल जाएगा, बहुत सारा प्यार मिल जाएगा. Whoever give the answer in the comment box. ठीक है? ओके. पूछ रहे हैं सब लोग, सर क्लास हो गया क्या? अरे बिल्कुल नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं, क्लास तो बिल्कुल नहीं हो गया. नया टॉपिक है हमारा साथ. Shall we start with the topic? Okay. Before we start with the new topic, chalo, I took a 1 week holiday, na? We were not having classes for 1 week. Do you want to give me some punishment? I'm all ready to take the punishment from my bachalo. Do you all want to give some punishment to me? Huh? Do you all want to give some punishment? Chota chota punishment, chota mota punishment. देना है क्या? Yes? No? Okay. So Gia is like sing a song, sir. Okay, that is something which I can do. Okay, chota song I'll sing. ठीक है? Because it's a first class, new year है. I sang for 12th standard students yesterday. So 11th standard में भी बनता है ना? एक छोटा song. ठीक है? उसके बाद we'll proceed. Shall we? ठीक है? Small one. La 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 le lo la 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 le lo la 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 डूबा डूबा रहता हूँ आंखों में तेरी दीवाना बन गया हूँ तेरी चाहत में तेरी डूबा डूबा रहता हूँ आंखों में तेरी दीवाना बन गया हूँ मैं तेरी चाहत में तेरी अब दिन गुजरती नहीं रात कटती नहीं तस्वीर से बात बनती नहीं तू आजा कोई जाने ना पहचाने ना ये हुआ कैसे तुम आओगे ख्वाबों में से कोई जाने ना पहचाने ना ये हुआ कैसे तुम आओगे ख्वाबों में से बेवफा 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 न जा डूबा डूबा रहता हूँ आंखों में तेरी दीवाना बन गया हूँ मैं तेरी चाहत में तेरी डूबा डूबा रहता हूँ आंखों में तेरी दीवाना बन गया हूँ मैं तेरी चाहत में तेरी ओके ठीक है हो गया अरे मैं तो भूल गया मेरा चश्मा पहनने के लिए अरे क्या हो गया ओके अरे थैंक यू सो मच हमारा प्रीति जी जिया पूनम मुस्कान ओके एवलीन प्रीति अरे some teachers will be always अरे सेजल मियारा loved it okay thank you so much everyone thank you so much Evelyn Preeti T2 Kharis ठीक है okay some are totally making noise there sir just continue with the classes कर सकता है अरे थैंक यू भूमिका डॉक्टर अमीर बासित अरे वाह मैं डॉक्टर कब बन गया मुझे भी पता नहीं. Okay, so we're gonna proceed. Everyone, class. We are gonna start. Okay, so here we go. Right? So we have completed the topic of latent heat, मेरा बच्चा लोग है ना. ठीक है. Now it's time to start a new topic, which is the heat transfer. Everyone, you can just open your NCERT also. We are going along with the flow of NCERT, right? So it'll be better if you just open the book of NCERT and see. We're gonna start a new topic, which is heat transfer. Okay. Bacha log, till now we were talking about the heat getting transferred from one body to another body, isn't it? Right? We were talking about heat energy. इधर जा रहा है heat energy, उधर जा रहा है इधर से, इधर जा रहा है. मतलब we have talked about lot many cases and lot many questions where the heat energy is getting transferred. But has anyone thought how the heat energy is getting transferred, or what are the different methods by which heat energy is getting transferred? Have you ever thought? If you haven't, we are going to discuss that 3 different methods by which the heat energy is getting transferred from one point to another point. Shall we? Shall we discuss this, right? That different methods by which heat energy can be transferred. Okay, everybody write it. We have 3 different methods by which the heat can be transferred. First one, conduction. ठीक है, conduction, which we are going to learn in today's class. Then we have 2 more kinds of heat transfer. The second one is convection, okay, and the third one is radiation. These 2 topics we are going to cover in our tomorrow's class, okay? Because this conduction itself is a very big topic. The convection is a small topic, okay, and this is also a medium level topic. Among all the 3, the biggest one with lot many concepts and lot many formulas is conduction, and that is what we are going to discuss in today's class. Okay, I want every one of you to be totally prepared. Class will can extend up to like half an hour more. Okay, ready Anna sab? Everyone ready to learn what is this method of conduction? ठीक है, with a sweet cute smile on your faces. Okay, देखिए. What is conduction? I'll give you an example so that you all can understand ये conduction क्या होता है. Okay. Think that you are having a spoon in your hand. क्या है आप सब लोगों के पास? एक spoon है. If you can't understand, I'll just write it down. You are keeping this one end of the stainless spoon है ना, in some hot water or in some curry which you are stirring actually, right? This end is in a very hot end. Let's say this is almost having a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. The other end of this stainless spoon you are holding. Okay. Obviously, initially when you are holding this particular end of the stainless steel, what will be there? You will find it cold enough. And almost this end will be at an atmospheric temperature of, let's say, 37 degrees Celsius. When you start to hold the stainless steel, isn't it? What will happen after the course of time? As the time proceeds, what can you observe, or what your hand will be feeling? Very simple. After some time, you can find that, or your hands can feel a bit of hotness, or your hand will start feeling the heat energy getting received in your hand, or you will find this end a bit hot after some point of time, isn't it? Which means we have seen that, or we can simply say that the heat energy is getting transferred from where to where? From this high temperature region to this low temperature region, है ना? And this kind of heat transfer, we call it as conduction. What do we call it? We call it as conduction mode of heat transfer. How can we make a definition? Array, you don't have to learn the definition for everything. I'm going to tell you. Okay. But first thing what you need to know is understanding. This is understanding of conduction. ये है conduction. ठीक है, whatever is there in this example, ये है हमारा conduction. ठीक है? Now don't you want a definition for everyone to write for the exams? चाहिए ना सबको? Okay, चाहिए ना? Very simple. These are two different points of a body, है ना? Let's say this is point A, which is the hot end. Okay, this is the point B, which is the cold point. Between these 2 points of a body, heat is getting transferred, right? That is called as conduction. If we make a simple statement for the definition, the heat transfer happening between 2 points of a given body is simply called as conduction. Once again, those who want to write it down, okay, that heat transfer happening between 2 points in a body is called as what? The conduction mode of heat transfer. I hope you all have written down. More than that, I hope you all understood what is this conduction mode of heat transfer. Okay. Now, the next question what I want to answer to every one of you is, okay, how the heat energy is getting transferred by the process of conduction. Kaise? How is it possible? Right? There is that curiosity, Anna, how the heat energy is moving from this end A to the end B. Shall we discuss that? That is a very important part of understanding this conduction. Okay? Everyone, everyone. I'm having an iron rod. Okay, initially all the points were at the atmospheric temperature. What are you going to do? One end of this iron rod, I'm going to provide some heat energy of delta Q. Tell me what will happen to this particular end. Yes, at this end the temperature will rise. Temperature बढ़ जाएगा, है ना? ठीक है. When the temperature increases, what will happen to the molecules of the solid? It will start making larger vibration, है ना? This molecule will start making larger vibration. Tell me what this vibration of the molecule will do. Yes, it will get transferred to the nearby molecule ऐसे. The next molecule will start making larger vibration where the temperature at this point increases. It will make the nearby molecules to vibrate. It will make the nearby molecules to vibrate, and this keeps on getting continued till the vibration reaches the other end, until the higher temperatures reaches the other end. ठीक है? So what is the conclusion from this observation? Yes, it is the vibration of the molecules carried from one point to another point which is responsible for the heat transfer in conduction. Once again, it is the vibration of the molecules which is responsible for carrying heat energy from one point to another point in conduction. Very important, very important. I'm going to write it down. It is the vibration of molecules which is responsible for carrying the heat energy from one point to another point. Important matlab bahut important. I hope you all have noted it down. ठीक है? ठीक है ना? Now I'm going to ask every one of you a small question, right? If this is a method by which heat energy is getting transferred in solids, in liquids and gases, where can we have a larger conduction? आप ही बता दें in the chat box. Note किया ना सबने? ठीक है. Those who haven't noted, जल्दी से note कर सकता है. This example, the way I have explained. Okay. जल्दी से जल्दी आप बता दें. ठीक है. Where can we expect a larger mode of heat transfer? Is it in solids? Is it in liquids? Or is it in gases? Anthony says solid. Bhumika says solid. Okay. Then anyone? Muskan is like, I don't want to take any risk. Sub. In everything, है ना? In all the seats of matter ऐसे हो रहा है. मुस्कान बोल रहा है. Okay, Jia solid, Bhumika solid. Myara is like, wait sir, क्यों wait करना है मैं? Is something special gonna happen? अरे it's very simple. Solid, Palak, Myara, Sumit, Shriyansh, Devika, very good. बिल्कुल बढ़िया मेरा बच्चा लोग. Yes, it is in solids. We can expect a larger heat transfer through the method of conduction. Q. Why? Very simple, because the conduction mode of heat transfer happens because of vibration of molecules, right? The vibration can be transferred from one molecule to another molecule if molecules are closer, isn't it? If molecules are close enough, right, the vibration from one molecule can be easily transferred to the next molecules, isn't it? Is a yes or no? Yes, we can easily do that. Now tell me, Among the three states of matter, where can you find molecules closer? Solids, liquids, or gases? Solids, isn't it? So where can you find larger heat transfer by the method of conduction in solid? Because the molecules are closer. If molecules are closer, the vibration can be transferred from one to another easily. If vibration can be transferred in a simple way, we can transfer the heat energy from one point to another point. So how do you read the conduction in solids, liquids, and gases? Solids more, then liquids, then we have gases. That's it. Solids, then liquids, then gases. Very important, bachalo. All these are very important points I am telling you. Don't take it lightly, okay? Note किया ना सबने? Note किया ना? Okay. Now, if you all have noted this down, what we're going to do is we are going to move a next topic where we'll be dealing with, right, the amount of heat energy transferred, the magnitude of heat energy transferred, where we can expect the numericals. Shall we proceed? Yes, noted Zia, Miara, then Bhumika, Preeti, Sumit. ठीक है, so सबने नोट किया है ना? Every बच्चा लोग have noted down. Vivika, Aarti, ठीक है, देखेगा, amazing. Okay, so I'm going to proceed. What we are going to do? We are going to find out the amount of heat energy transferred through a conductor by a process of conduction. Okay, let's take a conductor here where this is the hot end and this is the cold end. What will happen? We know that from the hot end towards the cold end, the heat energy will be transferred, isn't it? Right? Okay. Let's say this conductor is having an area of A and a length of L. What we are going to find out is, we are going to find out the amount of heat energy that has traveled per unit time through this particular conductor. Okay, the amount of heat energy per unit time, delta Q by delta T, on what all factors it is dependent upon. Okay, I'm not going to ask you to by heart this formula because you itself is going to derive the equation right here, right now. First question, you're taking conductor where one end is 100 and the other end is 0. You take another conductor where this end is 2000 degrees Celsius, other is 0 degrees Celsius. Is it in the first case or is in the second case we can expect a larger rate of heat transfer? Here there is only less temperature difference, here there is a huge temperature difference. Where can you expect? Okay, matlab if you put a spoon in boiling water or if you put a spoon in molten lava, where can you get the heat energy on your hand very fast? Where? Is it in the case of boiling water? No, it is in the case of molten lava, because there is a huge heat difference between the ends, isn't it? So wherever the temperature difference between the ends is more, the rate of heat transfer will be more. मतलब क्या है? मतलब ये कि the temperature difference of delta T is directly proportional to the heat transfer of delta Q by delta T. ठीक है? Okay, now I'll ask you a question. You have a conductor of area A, you have a conductor of 2A. Where can we expect a larger heat transfer rate? Whether it is with a small area of the conductor or the large area. First case, second case. I'll ask you in the chat box. Is it in the first case or in the second case? Shreyansh is like second, Anthony is like A, Muskan is like a 2A. Okay, Akriti is like the first case, Muskan is like 2A. Array, the answer is 2A. Why? Because in the first case there is only this much space for the heat energy to get transferred, right? But in the second case there is a huge area for the heat energy to get transferred. So the heat energy can be traveled in much easier way if the area is more, isn't it? देख ले, I hope you can easily get the idea on what I'm talking about, isn't it? Yes. So wherever the area is more, the heat energy can be traveled in an easy way. Matlab, area is also directly proportional. Okay, last one ho gaya. You have a conductor of length L, you have a conductor of length 2L. Where can we expect a larger heat transfer? It is in the first case where the length is L. Why? Because here for the heat energy to get transferred, it only has to travel a length of L. Okay, but here for the heat energy to travel from one point to another point, it has to travel a larger distance of 2L, right, which will make the heat transfer much difficult in the second case. So wherever the length is lesser, we can have a larger heat transfer rate, isn't it? Yes, matlab length lesser, heat energy transfer rate larger. Inversely or directly? Inversely. So delta Q by delta T, the rate at which heat transfer is directly proportional to area change in temperature and inversely proportional to length. That's all. Okay, that's all, my your honor. I hope you all got it. Henna? Okay, okay, very good. You all are giving the answers, I say. Very good. Mushkan, Sumit, Preeti. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very awesome. Okay. Now, shall we continue with this equation? Henna? Now, we have to convert this proportionality into an equation. Kaise? Delta Q divided by delta T is equal to, how to convert proportionality into an equation? But chalo, by multiplying it with a constant K, A delta T divided by L. Do you know what we call this constant as? This constant is called with a name of thermal conductivity, right? This constant K is called as thermal conductivity, mera bachcha lo. Okay, and those materials which are having a larger value of thermal conductivity will be having a larger heat transfer rate of delta Q by delta T. Okay, basically the value of K for a given material defines, right, how easily the heat energy can be transferred in that material. Matlab, okay, whichever material can transfer heat in an easier way or in a faster way, that will be having larger value of K. Simple question, right? Wood I have, steel I have. Which one will be having larger value of thermal conductivity or large value of K? Wood I have, steel I have. Which one? Obviously, is it wood? No, it is steel, because steel has the larger ability to transfer the heat from one point to another point, isn't it? So the value of thermal conductivity K will be more for steel. That's it. Okay, there is no other way to explain this particular concept in a better way. I hope you all got it. I hope you all got it, isn't it? Yes or no? Steel, are bapre, very good. Bhumika, Devika, Myara, Mithilesh. Okay, everyone is giving the answer. बहुत बढ़िया मेरे बच्चे लोग, बहुत बढ़िया आप लोग. Okay. अरे मुस्कान आप पूछ रहे हैं कंडक्टिविटी क्या है? Okay, it's a constant for a given material, right? And what does this thermal conductivity shows for a given material? Those material which is having a larger value of K, okay, it means that is having large value of thermal conductivity. Matlab, the value of K for a given material simply shows, okay, its ability to transfer heat. That's all. Okay, that's all, my your honor. So I hope आ गया तो आ गया, सबको समझ में आ गया ये all concepts, isn't it? And I hope you all have written down this formula also, very important, because all the questions are based on this particular formula. हो गया? Note किया ना बच्चा लोग? Note किया ना? If you all have noted down, we have to start doing the problems. Shall we? I'm going to start. Are you all ready? Yes, Bhumika, Sumit, Sushma, Muskan, Preeti, Mithilesh. Yes, clear? Ready to do the MCQs? Okay, here we go. Very first question, छोटू सा question, ठीक है? Give me the answer. Outdoors in winter, why does a piece of metal feels colder than piece of wood? You will be saying, sir, these are the questions of 8th standard, but फिर भी छोटा question है, कर ले. We'll start with MCQs after this. मतलब tough वाला. Answer क्या है इसका? What is the answer for this? जल्दी बताओ, जल्दी बताओ, जल्दी बताओ. Yes, everyone. Muskan, Bhumika, Riya, right? Why the metal feels colder? Because metal is a good conductor of heat than wood. I was asking the same question in another way some time before, isn't it? Same answer, same. Metal is a good conductor of heat than wood. वही answer. Okay, matlab it can transfer heat in a better way. So when the outside temperature is very low, right, the heat energy can be transferred in an easy way in the metal. So you can have a less temperature in metal. Okay. Yes, Mathalesh, Akriti, Riya, Preeti. Very good, very good. Yes, it is option A. Next, it's time for numericals. Okay. Read the question properly, मेरे बच्चा लोग अच्छे से. Okay, in a very beautiful way, so that you can understand all the concepts, and based on that, do the problem. Based on that, do this particular problem. Just read the question. Do you want me to read the question for you? देख ले. The end of two rods of different materials with their thermal conductivities, area of cross section and lengths are in the ratio of 1:2. Fine, are maintained at the same temperature difference. If the rate of flow of heat in the first rod is 4 calories, calorie is the CGS unit of energy, है ना? Then in the second rod, rate of heat flow in calorie per second will be, क्या हो जाता है और क्या हो सकता है? जल्दी से आंसर दे दे in the chat box. Everyone, I want every one of you to do it. That's why I'm giving you some time, है ना? ठीक है बच्चा लोग. That's why I am giving you some time. Bhumika is going for option A. Devika is also for A. Preeti is like A for Ameer sir. ठीक है. Nyara is like option C, 8. Bhumika C. Sumit C. Okay, so many are going with the option C here, right? Okay, bacha log. Very good, very good, awesome. Yes, the correct option is C. Correct option is C. Okay, I'll explain. Can I do that? Okay. We have two rods. Okay, this is one rod. Okay, and this is the second rod. Let's say the length of the first rod is L, area is A, and thermal conductivity is K. What is given? The ratio of area, then length and thermal conductivities of the two rods are in the ratio of 1:2. इसका मतलब क्या है? If this is having a length of L, the other will be having a length of क्या? 2L. If this is A, this will be having an area of 2A. है ना? If this is having a conductivity K, कितना हो जाएगा इधर? 2K. Temperature difference, it is told in the question that it is delta T. What is also said? It is told that delta Q by delta T here is 4 calories per second. Question ये कि what is delta Q divided by delta T here? How will we do it? Alright, just write down the formula for delta Q by delta T in the first case and second case. Compare the values, get the answer. That's all. What is the formula for delta Q by delta T in the first case? That is K, A, change in temperature divided by length L, isn't it? That is having a value of 4. How do you write the same for delta Q by delta T in the second case? Its value of K, it's 2K. Its area, that is 2A. Change in temperature, same, delta T, the whole divided by L with 2. How much is this? देख ले, 1 to 2 cancel, remaining 2 will be there on the numerator. So it is 2 times Ka delta T divided by L. अरे we know the value of Ka delta T by L. कितना? How much? 4. ये 4 है ना, उधर सब्स्टिट्यूट कर ले, हो गया हमारा काम. देख ले, this is equal to 2 into 4, that is equal to 8 calories per second, and ये है हमारा फाइनल आंसर. ये है हमारा फाइनल आंसर. समझ में आ गया? Not a big deal, है ना? And this is one of the best question where we can practice what we have learned with conductivity, isn't it? Don't you think so? Right? I really think so. बोल दो, आप लोग बच्चा लोग बोल दो, है ना? Whatever we have learned, that particular formula is perfectly used here so that you can practice in the best way possible. Isn't it? Yes, Preeti, Sumit, Mithilesh. अरे बहुत चेंज हो गया आपको मुझे. अरे मैं आई हैव जस्ट चेंज माय ग्लासेस और कुछ नहीं. ओके, वेरी गुड. इफ यू गॉट द आंसर एज 8 देवेगा, बहुत बढ़िया. ओके, एक और क्वेश्चन करूं. लेट मी सी. हाँ, एक और क्वेश्चन करेगा. ठीक है, अगला क्वेश्चन हियर इट इज वेटिंग फॉर एवरी वन ऑफ यू. डायरेक्टली यूजिंग फॉर्मूला, है ना? सो अनदर क्वेश्चन हियर. अनदर क्वेश्चन, जल्दी से कर ले. Do this question. It's very important. बहुत बड़ा अच्छा वाला question है, right? Again, we can, this is also another question where we can make use of the equation that we have used there in a very good way, a good practice. Shall I read? Two ends of the rods of length L and radius R of the same material are kept at the same temperature. If the material is same for all the rods that we use here, the thermal conductivity will be same because that depends only on the material, है ना? And the same temperature difference, मतलब delta T is also same for all the rods we are going to consider in this particular question. Which of the following rods conducts the maximum heat? How many options we have? 4. मतलब we are having 4 different rods with different length and different radius. Among the 4, question is which one will be conducting the maximum heat? So what we have to do? We need to find out the relationship between the heat energy transferred with length and radius. करेगा? Write down the formula. We know delta Q divided by delta T is equal to Ka change in temperature divided by length. K is same for all of them. Change in temperature is same for all of them. So delta Q by delta T is directly proportional to area. कितना होता है? Pi r square. Why? Because rods will be having ऐसे circular ends. So, okay, if this is having a radius of r, the area will be pi r square. Okay, divided by length, which means delta Q by delta T is directly proportional to the value of r square by L. मतलब whichever is having large value of r square by L, that will be having large value of delta Q by delta T, or the maximum power to conduct the heat energy. Shall we do it? मतलब here we have to find out r square by L value for all the 4 cases. How much will be for the first one? R square is 1 square by L is 50. 1 square by 50. Second case, r square is 2 square, that is 4 divided by 100. Third case, r square is 0.5, that is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 square is 4, r square by L 25. I think this is very small value. Okay. Okay, then D case, r square, that is 1.5 or 3 by 2. 3 by 2 square is 9 by 4 into length is 75. Among the 4, which is having a large value of r square by L? Compare kar le, mathematics. It is the option B, 4 by 100, right? So as this is having the largest value, obviously that will be having the large value of delta Q by delta T, or the large value to conduct the heat from one point to another point. है ना? Isn't it? Yes or no? जल्दी बता, जल्दी बता, जल्दी बता. Isn't it? Yes or no? Isn't it the option B, our correct answer, which is 4 by 100? Yes. Any doubts, anyone? I don't think so, because we have used the direct formula, whatever we have learned, and we were just doing a comparison here. Akriti, Preeti, Muskan, Bhumika, Sumit, Mithilesh, clear? Right? Okay. I think this is all for today. Anna, we have a little more questions to be done from the part of conduction, a little more of concepts also to be done from the part of conduction. We are going to do it later. Chota chota. Matlab, while explaining some question, I'll also include those theory of conduction, Anna. Okay, and we'll do it. Most of the concept from NCERT part is over, but I need to teach you some more part because you all will be preparing for competitive examinations like JEE and NEET, है ना? So I'll be teaching some extra topics from this part, which is so much necessary. ठीक है, Sumit, Miara. Okay, Preeti, Jia. Okay, बहुत बढ़िया. And that is what we are going to do exactly in our next class. And when is our next class? Thursday, right? Thursday at same time of 8 p.m. we are going to see everyone. When is our next class, mera bacha log? At Thursday at what time? 8 p.m. we are going to continue with this. So after this class we'll be having 2 more theory classes. With that we'll be completing the chapter. ठीक है? Okay, day after tomorrow. So how was the class, मेरे बच्चे लोग? जल्दी बता. Jaldi bata, how was the class here? Have you all understood all the concepts and everything, whatever we have discussed? Okay, Sri Kumar. अरे पीयूष क्या खुशी मिलता है आपको स्पैम करके. मत कर ले. Best Bhumika, Suresh, superb. Best Bhumika. Okay, very good, very good. So I'm so happy that you all understood all the topics and you find it so interesting and super. Very good. Do you know what you all can do for your Ameer Bhaiya? Yes, you can just share the class with all your friends, and those who haven't liked the session till now, है ना, जल्दी से like कर ले. जल्दी से. These are the remaining questions for tomorrow's class. Fine. Devika, you got 32 out of 35 in physics. Wow, wow, wow. Everyone, give an applause for Devika for getting very good mark. Awesome. ठीक है? Very good. Awesome. Very good. Okay, amazing. Chotu chotu mast. Okay, right. Now, अरे गुलशन यादव. Okay, so Preeti Yadav को बोल रहा है hi. Okay, मुझे नहीं. मुझे कोई भी hi नहीं मिला. Anyway, बच्चे लोग, those who want to join me on an Unacademy platform with the topic of thermodynamics and kinetic theory, you all can join. It is very important. We're going to start from the 6th of Jan. I know that those who need some personal guidance and personal mentoring while dealing and studying the chapter, this is your best opportunity. You can learn along with me. Together, we can make these 2 topics very awesome. Okay, don't worry, in the YouTube class also we're going to start, right? But those who want to learn, right, along with me, right, by having some conversation, by clearing your doubts on this part, this is your best chances, because there will be separate doubt clearing classes and all in the platform when it is being done. Okay, so you all can join. It starts from 6th of Jan. Don't miss it, right? And you all know this is the best time to make the subscription, mera bacha log. Why? Because once again, why? Because now we are having 22% of discount. Arey wah. Okay, and what you all have to do? You just have to remember ye chotu code. Chotu code kya hai? AMB10. So put this code as a referral code, get 22% of discount while you make the subscription to Plus, and jaldi se aa jao sabne to our new course which is going to get launched on 6th of Jan. ठीक है? Sir, in my paper only theory was asked. अरे बाप रे, but कोई बात नहीं, we all have learned theory है ना पेश अच्छे से. Now these are the other batches, what you can see, right? This is the Spark for Term 2 Science. Okay, this is the expedition batch. You can see those amazing faculties here to teach you. This is the batch which I was talking about, where I take the physics class there. So don't miss it. You all can come and join. Okay. Now bacha log, along with 22% of discount, if you want 6 months free only for the first 1000 subscribers, right now this is your chance to make the subscription. Jaldi se kar le. Okay, so you all know special class features, as you know, live chats, question tabs, live polls, leaderboards. Awesome, it's gonna be super awesome. Okay, now once again, chalo, those who haven't liked the session and shown some love towards Ameer Bhaiya, jaldi se kar le. This is a simple way of expressing love towards your Bhaiya, hai na? Okay, share the class with all your friends. That will be so awesome, right? Because we can have a better family, a huge big group of family. Okay. Yes, and subscribe to the channel, everyone, so that you won't be missing any classes. You'll get the notification whenever classes happens. Had an amazing class, yeah, Miara. Okay, very good. Okay, so I think it's time to say bye-bye, everyone. Good night, everyone. Okay, see you all on Thursday at 8 p.m. Okay, with the continuation of this. So bye, everyone. So let's crack it. We all see you in the next class at 8 p.m. Good night.